Welcome to a new episode at our upside down house.
Bonjour.
We are getting ready to start this bedroom. So where we built the ensuite. The ensuite's just
Somebody's just gibbering on. I'm ready.
ready to go. I'm just organising and pointing. Yeah, we're going to crack on with this now, and we'll talk you through as we go, as we always do, what we're up to and what we've done. Oh, and this is how Luke finished up on Saturday when we were here for a few hours. Got a good few courses on there ready, got the cornering, and to be honest now he's only got another maybe four course to do all the way around to this corner, and then that's lintel because that's quite a big doorway, and then that corner there, and then round to there. So there's not that much block work to do. All he requires when he comes off his holidays is a few more sunny days, or dry days even, would be nice. And we'll be roofing and knocking through, which will be exciting. So we've done a bit of a prep work, took the reveals off, fixed the timber on down there, bit of a change of plan with that, we'll discuss that later on, and Matt has started skimming the ceiling, and you know what?
Somebody got me with a money shot.
Money shot! On his neck and everything.
Happens to the best of us, Richard.
It does.
To the best of us.
It's a great money shot. Anyway, that's what he's doing now, and I'm going to start tacking that wall there. He's put his strip on because it's bigger than a board anyway. And I'm going to start doing things like filling the hole down there with insulated plasterboard back to back to fill those hot air blower heating in, whatever you choose to call it. What's it called? Just hot air system, wasn't it?
Hot air vent.
We'll start doing that, and then we'll start looking at maybe doing these reveals, and Matt can crack on and get this plastered today. And once he's done that, I can put my architraves and things on.
If I stop covering your face.
Don't put it on the ceiling, not in your face.
I've seen some coffee house tricks in my days, I tell you. I mean, I might have to start dishing out the yellow cards.
What's that like?
I think this opened the doors for me and Luke to carry on with timber work.
Ha!
Coffee house tricks all over again.
I'll tell you what, you can keep it. You can keep the trolley. So, not a bad day today. Got everything 100% prepped ready for skim tomorrow, but he's already done this evening. And that's looking really smart already. So I'm one step closer, having to do a little bit of joinery, which is all the architraves and everything. So yeah, up there, the wall kicked in a little bit, so what he did was he bonded that in to make sure it looked a lot flatter when you looked up here, because we were concerned about it not being the same reveal. So he's pulled it over a little bit more, and that looks a lot nicer now. You will see that we've I pushed some insulation down there, and then I foamed it, and then what we did was we put some Expomet into it as well, so that's nice and solid. So what we'll do now is we'll foam underneath these walls, and we'll make like a slurry mix with a bit of sand cement with some SBR and fill that void now, and then we can trowel it all off, and it'd be nice to run the carpet straight into it. Did all the channels, so where all the cables were, all the old sockets and everything ready to go. And so Matt likes to polish his off just so he doesn't suck the moisture out of the plaster. But I'm sure he's already talked to you about that before. So there we are, and you'd have seen him, last thing you'd have seen him do, he's got his Unibond on, again ready for tomorrow. So 2 sets, this room will be complete, and then while he's doing that in the morning, I'm going to start ripping this down. Should we see him in the morning?
Oh, might come sans tosh tomorrow, I don't know.
Might come what?
Sans tash.
Sans tash?
I might take my moustache off.
Oh, okay, right, okay. So you have to explain yourself. So,
yeah. It's not,
the end of the day now, really.
Well, it wasn't supposed to be funny.
See, I wanted to have a laugh at you then, but I didn't know what you meant, so I couldn't.
Don't need to say anything to laugh at me, do you?
So we're straight at it. Let's show you progress already. We've even had the skip delivered and started fitting it. So let's have a look. So Matt's just trying off his first set. He's done that wall, reveals on the Juliet balcony wall, that wall, and that wall. That's his first set. And then his second set will be that wall, and that little bit of a wall. And that's him done. And while he's been doing that, I donned the white suit and my big mask, as you saw. I took the ceiling down, I had a good tidy up, and the skip is right out there. So from here I can put the little bits out the window straight into the skip, big bits and carry them down. That'd be quite quick. Then I'll jump back up here, then start denailing and get ready for us to board it, and we'll have this boarded before the end of the day. And then Matt will be in here tomorrow, start skimming. And while he's doing that, I will be potentially starting the architraves in there, all the tiling, fitting this door frame, or I could just start taking all the combing off and start prepping and bonding this for Matt to carry on skimming. But we've got choices, so we'll make that decision and we'll let you know, or you'll just see it next, one of the two. This has all been insulated. We have put 200mm Rockwool in that. And what I've done then is, rather than going tight to the corner to restrict the airflow, I've then put that sort of inside between the rafters, rather than above them like I have that one there, just so there's still an airflow in that corner. But I didn't want to not put any in. Running that insulation all the way over, all I've got to do is just tidy that one up there so it tucks right over the top of the wall. That one's already up there nice and tight. Matt is now trailing up his second set, or second and final set in this room. But he says he's struggling because of what, did you say?
So it's kind of sweaty when you unibond and skim, because you don't get the balance of the paperboard.
Because you're trying to do a board and you're doing a painted wall at the same time, so they don't react the same, do they?
It all depends on what paint's on there.
Right. Okay.
You never know what paint's on there. The old sort of lead paint used to be worse. It was horrendous, historically bad for sliding, sweating,
right,
rolling.
But because it's painted, the moisture comes to the face more rather than going into the plasterboard.
Yeah.
So you have to keep polishing it more to make it.
Just
if you didn't polish it, what would it just sort of mottle up or something, or?
Mottle up. Teenagers acne.
Oh,
terrible.
Like yellow, horrible. Oh god. Like custard all over it. That's beautiful.
I mean, anybody would say that was an improvement. You missed one there, Rich.
Well, I didn't want to give you grief. And then in here, as you can see, we are all nice and tidy. We're very dark. We've had a quite thunder and lightning downpour, so it's all gone dull all of a sudden. It was quite bright in here earlier. But had a good sweep up, a good tidy up, hoovered, and all plasterboard. It's now in the skip, and health and safety dictated it went straight out the window rather than walking down the steps. So there we are, nice and easy. I've then been through and made sure everything is denailed, and I've been through and tried to pull off as much of the old Hessian scrim as possible so it doesn't get in the way, and then once we boarded, we can then start bonding all the way around there to tidy that back up, ready for Matt to skim. So we're going to start boarding next, so I think we'll just get on with that. Right then, last board then, this job's done, and then we're on in the morning. So he must have only got to 2:30 and Matt just went off. I'm going home.
You alright?
No, nothing mate, no. Yeah, I'm just finishing this off.
Oh, alright. I'll see you in the morning.
Alright, see you in the morning. It's alright. There's some funny blokes on this job.
Oh, we good.
Not a bad day, is it? Not a bad day today.
Nah, good day.
That's a little bit tight, that is. Will it go? Will it go?
Yeah, it will. Do you want a block?
Oh, look at that. A block of wood. I'll just fire this end and that'll just tap. That'll be a tapette. This is that board with a bit of moisture in this. Oops.
Leave me alone. I was halfway home.
I have to come back just for that. Sunshine's come out now and everything. Time to go. How about that?
Beautiful.
I didn't understand.
You can rain all it wants, don't it work? Except when we're inside, except when Luke's doing it.
Yeah. We need to be nice next week, so yeah, when Luke's back.
Well, yeah, let's
Get some hot work up.
Get rid of it now.
That's what we need to do. Oops. I didn't understand. What is it in that corner? Oh, right then, see you in the morning.
Right, morning everyone. Hope you can hear me from here to there. Right, we've cracked on. You'll have seen that last night we finished off the boarding before we went. First thing, come in, scraped all the coving line back, making sure there's no proud points. Got rid of all the old Jute Scrim snotters and trailers. Then went around together, me and Rich, well, I did. Quicker than him, bonded it all up. Now I'm going to uni-bond just a top roller width all the way across the top, just to seal the bonding, so that's ready for skimming, but also then I can get the ceiling on. So I'll do this, scrim up, and then you see me getting the old cap bolts on. See on the other side. So quickly seeing on the time lapse, me just whizzing around that top roller depth all the way around onto my bonding and down. Now the reason I've done that, just in case you don't know, is the fact that I can get the ceiling on now and I haven't got to worry about, once the ceiling's on, with a lovely coat of freshly skimmed plaster, I haven't got to worry about being careful with my roller now, because that's just gone right up to the top edge. And if I didn't do that now, before it's skimmed, my roller's going to cover my newly plastered ceiling, and I'm not going to spend the time cutting in with a brush when I can do that in less than 3 minutes. Anyway, Richard's gone and got in his van. He's had enough. He's gone to tenderise and feel up some wood to bring back for some stud work in the bathroom, which I'm sure you'll see in some time lapse or some catch up shortly.
So while Matt's in the next room enjoying himself, doing some plastering, which you've already seen, he's now trailing that off now and ready for his second coat. I've just been to fetch some timber, and as Matt pointed out, I had to go and calm myself down a little bit because I've been having and I'm showing you some pain with, this is my pain, issues with my electric Ford Transit E-Custom. The dealership I'm dealing with, I'm not going to name them, but I may do it in the comments. It took me 8 months to deal with one issue, which is the seat sensor, which keeps pinging and dinging and cutting my van out and everything just because of a seat sensor. And it's took them 8-9 months and it's still not fixed. So I had to put a complaint in, and then I've had to then explain to the person, 2 people, the same issue. Anyway, so I've got that rectified, got a different garage, it's been sorted. So that's my pain. There we are, pain over. So I'm going to enjoy myself now and put some timber together. So what I'm going to do now, we've already talked about this, I was going to flitch beam this, and when I mean flitch beam, I mean sandwich a piece of steel in between 2 pieces of timber. However, I'm going to call this a flitch beam hybrid, because I'm going to use 18mm OSB instead. I don't believe there's any need at all to put steel in there, because as you can see up there, well, you can't see, there's a couple of little bits of thin packers, about this big, probably about that square, that's all, just supporting this beam at that span, which carries the roof load. Now, the customer wants a big window in here because if you remember and you've been watching all the way through, if you haven't, go back to the start and all this will become relevant. But there was a wall across here and a doorway, separate toilet, separate bathroom, but I've knocked it into one. And the nice idea now would be to run all this window all the way through, which would look lovely. A nice sort of picture frame window, if you like. So we need to take this down. Someone at some point has put some packers in there, so they obviously thought it needs to be supported. Whether it needs to be or not, I don't know, because that is 11x2 up there, old 11x2, and we all know it's not graded. However, we all know, well, carpenters anyway especially, that's probably just as strong as a C24 anyway. So what I'm going to do, 18mm OSB across there now, and it won't reach all the way, but it will reach to the timber there and in the wall that end, 2.4. And then I'm going to sandwich on top of that a piece of C24 9x2, all glued and all coach bolted to get through into that one. And then when that does come down, if that packer is doing something, then at least I've put something in place so it doesn't deflect. I don't think it's going to anyway, but I can't just leave it. That's what I'm going to do. So I'll crack on with that and we'll go through it. Well, you'll see it as I do it. So the beam is done, other than putting all the coach screws in, which I haven't got with me. So what I've done for now is I've used a long screw which goes through into the beam behind the ply, and then put a washer on it so I get extra clamping strength, because if not the screw will just pull through, and I don't want to do that. Because what I'll probably do now is the same holes, because they're evenly spaced, other than maybe putting 2 more in between each one, I'll use the same holes now to put my coach screws into. I had to break a little bit of brickwork out of that side there to then push my beam into there to get my 100mm bearing either side, and then break a little bit more of that because the width wasn't quite thickness of timber. Before that I put the plywood on, and it actually, there it is there. It finished, because this is 2.7 wall to wall, so of course 2.4. I've had a little bit on, but the bits on the ends are just packed, but they're glued and screwed anyway and butted up to that one. And that ply is full width, so against the wall plate at the top and beam at the bottom. And as I've already mentioned before, 9x2, biggest I can get off the shelf, but it is C24. I made sure of that to make sure it's nice and strong. And once that's all compoed in, I'll leave that for Luke to do. Once he knocks his compo up, we can come in and fill those voids. And I'm happy with the fact that there's nothing at the top, because it's not point loaded. The load is spread evenly across all of the top wall plate and across the beam. If it was point loaded, I'd have more concern about deflection. But because it's evenly spaced, the fact that it's not full, I'm not concerned. 9x2 C24 and ply glued, which I really highly rate. I really do for this kind of thing. Proper construction adhesive, very, very good. Combined with the coach screws I've got to put in, coach bolts, I'm more than happy with that, and I don't think anyone could argue with what I've done there. Go ahead if you think I should have done something different, but I don't think I should have done. There's no need. So I'm now prepared now for this, when this brickwork comes out and the lovely window goes in across there. So while I've been doing that, Matt has been finishing off up here, and he's now at a point where he's just doing his wet trolling. So his second coat's done, and now it's at the polishing stage. So I've taken all the lines out and just spraying his bottle everywhere. Yeah. Oh yes, yeah. He did. When I got on the trowel, he said, "I've got you a little training bottle just to get you going." Look at that. That's nice, isn't it?
The size matters.
Yeah. Some of us don't have to use other things to supplement small things. So that's why I've got a small bottle. And he's got a big bottle. I'd like to say he's got a posh racing car as well, but he hasn't. So there we are. We're going to have a bite to eat in a minute once he's finished his last polishing, which is that last couple of feet there. And then we're going to get on to plaster the board and that ceiling, aren't we, in the bathroom now?
Yes, we are. Yeah.
And then we will jump back to taking all the coving off here, all the little bits like that, all the little hooks off the walls like that, and prepping all this bonding to readiness for the plastering, sorry, down the stairs as well, and then we'll work through into the bathroom. So that's that. We've also had a good tidy, other than I've just made a mess again. We've just made them over there, got rid of all the rubbish, organised a bit of a snack area for chairs, and just organised some tools here. Try and get rid of some of the rubbish for when we start taking the ceiling down, so we're not having to clamber over everything, but that can go in the kitchen once we start using some more of those boards and insulation. start of a new day, and yet again cracked on without saying anything. And Matt's skimming again, and we'll go up there and have a look in a minute. So I've come in and I've fixed the beam in there with all the coach screws. Watch these things out, look. And I really like those because you just run them straight in, a bit of a part of hole. And as I said to you, I've replaced all the screws down with those, countersunks so the plasterboard goes over the top, and then added an extra one in between them. So I reckon that's strong enough now. All we've got to do, like I already said when Luke comes back, is just fill the sides in now, brick those back in, and just make sure we are fully supported. I'm now going to start this stud, so we'll get onto that in a minute. But I was going to insulate all this floor, but I've just realised that the waste that comes across here for the shower isn't connected yet, so I can't then glue that board down because we've got to find out where the waste is for the shower and get it right underneath with a trap on it. So that's scuppered that plan. But I'm going to have to suspend that stud in onto the walls anyway, rather than on top of the chipboard, because it doesn't go that far. But that's a me problem.
It's all about you.
No, you're right. No, it's all about you now because I'm in here. And Matt's already put his first set on. He's just trailing off now. So that's done, and then he'll do these two opposites, and then that's another room boxed off, isn't it?
It is.
Which is excellent.
Apart from the reveals, because we're just going to leave the reveals
Yes,
on.
we want to leave these blinds on because we're working on the house, and there's no one here all the time. We don't want to check the blinds out yet, so we can close them at night so it looks like someone's in and out all day. Always best to do that if you can. Yeah, so Matt's doing that. He'll put his opposites on in a minute, and I'm going to go down now and do this stud. It's looking all drawn out very nicely. The door open just to dry it off a little bit. Got to get the glass balustrade on there, so talking to the company I normally use to get that sorted, and then we'll have that installed as well. Matt has finished all of his plastering. Can't really see it much in this light, but looks lovely. And the ceiling is already drying nice. A lot warmer day today, and we've had no rain as yet. So hopefully it won't come. With it being Friday, it'd be nice to go home to a better evening rather than raining. So that is wonderful. Another job ticked off the list. Before we move into here and start smashing stuff up, you would have seen that I put this door frame in. I tried to sort of show some of it just for a bit of interest for you, really, if you're interested at all. If you're not, then my apologies. What I did do is I used folding wedges. I always try to use folding wedges when I put my door frames in. It's easier than using packers because you can just tap them, adjust your screws, tap them, get it right with your level, and then clamp it. And then I use that Bondit doodah. What is it? I always forget what it's called. This stuff. This Bondit Mega Stick, because I don't use it for anything else. It's meant to be for plasterboard, but that's a big no. Load of rubbish. However, it goes off very, very dense. So in terms of this, it makes your door frames very solid, which is good. Extra strength to you, and it sticks well as well, so it sticks to your frames, which is nice. I've gone ahead and compoed up there. Got some broken brick, stuffed it in there, loads of compo, good 4-in-1. Underneath there as well, look. Done the same over here. Filled all that in, all the way round. So that's done. I was going to wait for Luke to come back, but I'm better on the trailer anyway, so I thought I'd do it. I'll wait that comment from Luke when he watches this. So that's it, yeah. The reason I've done that now is because Matt's going to bond this wall. We've realised that that wall there kicks in. So in terms of getting it flat if they're tiling, it'd be no good. So what we're going to do instead is do a nice tight dab all the way across there. This is quite flat, but we can't dab this wall because we'll lose a reveal on the window then. So we can't. So what we're going to have to do, I've set that frame back, which you also saw me do, set it back, a board plus a couple of mil. So when we board it, we can at least bond it all the way in and get it all nice and flat with this wall. And then if I do tile, at least it's all nice and flat, which is why we said we're doing this one, because that's not flat, it sort of kicks in like that. So there we are. Matt's going to get this dabbed, and then me and Matt will start smashing out the hallway. Oh, and let me know what you think of the sound quality, because I've just switched over to my microphone from my Insta360. Got it to work now, so let me know what you think about that. Right then, so you can see the results of the last hour or so of the... He's laughing at me because I'm pressing the wrong buttons on the camera. I was going off. So yes, boarding is done behind us, and I have spent the last time that Matt was doing that in the hallway, scraping all the coving off, getting all that scrap ready for when we come back next time to get the bonding done. We've had a bit of a change of plan. We're now going to go to our carport build, aren't we, on Monday?
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
And if you've already seen that episode, which you should do because it's on right now at the moment as we speak, because it's gone 4 o'clock on a Friday, that is up to a certain point where we're going to leave the utility, weren't we?
Yes.
And you're going to go back just before the kitchen and get the last bit of hallway, new hallway done, weren't you?
Yeah.
But now we've decided, because the customer's away, we thought it might be quite nice to go back and get it all done as much as possible. Get the utility now boarded, ready to go. Move the washing machine out, get all that lovely done, ready so it's boarded like this wall, because it looks a massive change when it's boarded. So that's what we're going to do.
It's just neater.
It looks tidy, doesn't it? Like it's finished then. It looks less dust as well, I think.
Plus as well, it ties in for, you know, the rest of the week.
Yeah, it does.
For what we do.
So that's what we're going to do. And then Matt, I'll go with him on Monday, get all the boarding, all the messing done, a little bit of plumbing for the washing machine. And then you'll stop Tuesday, won't you? Do the skimming.
Yeah. Get
that done. I'll come back here. And that's a bit of footage that you'll see either next or next episode. I don't know yet because I haven't edited it. So we're going to go home now and have a nice weekend. You all have a nice weekend. If you're watching it on a weekend, obviously. If it's a Monday, then, well, it's nearly there, isn't it? So we hope that you're looking forward to the progress on the rest of this video.
Tell me it's Friday.
What day is it? How do you know it's Friday, though?
Without saying it's Friday?
Mm-hmm.